Critique of the Norwegian child welfare system, human rights, challenges, and the need for reform. The Norwegian child welfare system aims to protect children and young people from neglect and abuse, and it is an important societal mission. However, there have been numerous critical voices, pointing out serious problems and challenges related to the practices and decision-making processes of the child welfare system, including allegations of human rights violations. One of the most prominent criticisms concerns how the child welfare system handles cases. Many parents feel stigmatized and suspicious, often without sufficient evidence of neglect. This can lead to feelings of helplessness and frustration, both for families who feel unfairly treated and for children who experience their lives being turned upside down without understanding why. The decisions made by the child welfare system can have long-lasting consequences for family dynamics and the mental health of children, making it crucial that the processes are transparent and fair. Criticism is also directed at the fact that the child welfare system has, in many cases, violated fundamental human rights. Children have the right to grow up in safe and stable home environments, and it is a human right to maintain contact with their parents, unless there are clear reasons to the contrary. When the child welfare system makes decisions to place children in foster homes or institutions without sufficient evidence that the home is harmful, this can be seen as a violation of the child's rights. The negative impact of such decisions can be profound and long-lasting, potentially resulting in trauma and loss of attachment to the family. Those who criticize the child welfare system, whether they are parents, professionals, or others involved, often face significant resistance and stigmatization. Criticism of the practices of the Norwegian child welfare system can lead to individuals being met with distrust, both from society and from those working within the system. Many find that their concerns are not taken seriously, and they may be accused of trying to protect neglect. This can create a sense of isolation and frustration, making it difficult to find a platform to share their experiences and concerns. Additionally, many parents experience reprisals from the child welfare system if they publicly express their criticism or share their experiences. This can include harassment or threats of further action against them or their children. Such actions can be intimidating and create a fear of speaking out, hindering open and necessary debate about the practices of the child welfare system. There is concern that the child welfare system, instead of being a protective and supportive system, may be perceived as a punitive institution for those who dare to criticize. In the legal system, statements from the child welfare system are often taken for granted, which can lead to the court accepting the claims of the child welfare system without requiring sufficient evidence that they are correct. This can create an imbalance in the legal process, where the rights and concerns of parents are not always sufficiently considered. There are also concerns related to the priorities of the child welfare system. In some cases, it seems that the placement of children in institutions is prioritized over finding alternative solutions that can meet the child's needs for belonging and stability. Although institutionalization may be necessary in serious cases, it is important to remember that most children have a fundamental need to grow up in safe and familiar environments, preferably with their parents or close family. The child welfare system should therefore work to find solutions that are in the child's best interest and that consider their individual situation. An increasing problem is also that the child welfare system often takes sides with one parent in custody disputes. This can exacerbate the conflict between the parents instead of promoting cooperation that is in the best interests of the children. When the child welfare system fails to be a neutral actor, it can lead to further division and difficulties for the children, who may feel torn between their parents. Resource shortages and competence challenges are also significant barriers to a well-functioning child welfare system. Many employees in the child welfare system experience a pressured work environment, with high workloads and insufficient time to follow up on individual children and families. This can result in superficial assessments and decisions that do not always prioritize the child's best interests. To ensure that the child welfare system can function optimally, it is necessary to provide good training, continuous professional development, and adequate resources. Furthermore, it is important to recognize that there are cultural and systemic biases in the work of the child welfare system. Some minority groups feel particularly vulnerable to unfair treatment and discrimination, which can lead to mistrust in the system. This can create a vicious cycle where families avoid seeking help, which exacerbates the situation for the children. It is also worth noting that the child welfare system often operates with a retention mentality, where the focus is on removing children from the home, rather than supporting families in creating safe, upbringing conditions. This can lead to unnecessary breaks in family relationships and create traumas that can last a lifetime. To achieve a real improvement in the Norwegian child welfare system, a thorough review of practices and procedures is necessary. Criticism of the child welfare system is not a rejection of its necessity, but a call for improvement. Society as a whole must contribute to creating safe, upbringing conditions for all children, and collaboration between various sectors such as schools, healthcare, and voluntary organizations is essential. By listening to criticism and learning from the experiences of families and professionals, the child welfare system can evolve into a more just and effective institution that truly upholds the best interests of children. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and remember to follow me for more.